guys.
Hey.
Great movie.
Thank you.
Okay. How do you relate to this movie personally? And you guys?
I related to it in that it was very similar to both my experience going to an acting college, and I have now realized doing this press, kind of similar to when I was in the cast of the show called Community, which was a small group of people, and we were together for 6 years. So I think the great thing about the movie, though, is even if you're not a performer, it seems to be very relatable. The themes of jealousy and struggle and failure and rooting for your friend's success, but then being hurt by it seems to be a universal feeling.
It's I think the universality of it is in friendships, like your college friends, the moment in your life when you left your family to go to college, the years where you worked on projects like Community or whatever it is, that feeling.
Yeah, it's the fact that I think anybody can relate to when you set up a dynamic, and the dynamic exists for a certain amount of time, and it's working for everyone, and then something cataclysmic takes place or something eventful takes place and completely changes that dynamic. Yeah.
So how hard is improv really for some of us who don't do improv?
How hard is it?
These guys might be able to answer it best. They learned it for the movie and are brilliant at it now.
We had workshops for 2 weeks prior to shooting, so that was very helpful. But it's not. It's hard. I don't know. It's. I think when you have a group that you fall into a rhythm and you know each other. Like we really got to know each other in those 2 weeks. We had like boot camp and it was great. And I feel like that was super helpful. I don't know if it would have worked
It's using
otherwise.
a different part of your brain than you normally use as an actor, because you have to be much more engaged and generating material. As an actor, it's like you're handed the script, you learn it, you bring thoughts and ideas to it, but with this, it's all coming from you. It really helps if you're a listener.
Yes.
Yes, that's the only reason it's hard. The only reason improvisation is hard is because people don't listen to each other. It's actually, the concept in and of itself is very simple. It's so simple when you add the ingredients of what makes humans frail or scared or self-conscious. That's what makes it hard.
Which is why they're good lessons for life too. Don't think and say yes, and it's all about the group, and it's all about listening more than you talk. Like those are good things to work on. Period.
Yeah, true.
Could you talk more about the pre-game rituals that some of you guys have, or as actors or improv actors, before you do anything?
Is Got Your Back in the script?
Yeah.
It is in the script.
Yeah.
That's another thing that's a parallel for us because we've got your back.
Got your back.
That's the one that lots of improvisers across the world do, is to make sure that no matter what happens out there, I'm going to do everything in my power to make you look good out there.
That's what it's all about. It's all about listening to your partner and building on what they're saying instead of what your preconceived thought is.
You don't succeed if you get a laugh. You succeed if they get a laugh.
Yeah. It's a lot of Scottie Pippins.
I feel like also.
Right?
It's a whole bunch of Scottie Pippins.
But I like that. That ritual, I feel like, also just gets you ready to go out on the stage.
Yes.
There's that too. There's that element of just like, okay, and here we go. I feel like that's important for so many reasons. Really.
Got Your Back is like there's no turning back.
Yeah. I just like to stop drinking water for maybe an hour before because I usually have to pee on stage.
But don't you find
to time that well?
Then sometimes when you're on stage, anything that's bothering you or having to pee just goes away.
Especially
not for me.
Not for Gil. Not for Gil's bladder.
Gillian had never improvised before the movie and has some of the funniest improvised
moments
lines that
in the
snuck into
movie.
the film. There's
Yeah.
this great line she improvises where she says that the last drop of a man's blood is the sweetest nectar you'll ever taste. And all of us kind of looked over at her like, what?
Where did that come from?
And it was just so funny and weird, and we put it in the movie.
My mom said that to me a lot when I was a child.
What don't we know
about Gillian Jacobs?
All right. Well, anyways, hey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet
Okay.
you.